what would you call it? Remote control attendance figures came up, and it was right at the back of our dressing room. They and you could see every few minutes Jimmy Sealer go along, see how many more thousand there were coming. You know,
Well,
it was just like a meter. There was a meter which came from the turnstiles and registered the attendance. You know, and obviously, as it got near kick-off time, that's when it was clicking away. You could hear it. It was in a little room at the back of the dressing room. I can always remember Jimmy popping in there, just seeing how many were in. You know.
Was there much sort of gambling between the players or betting? If you were, I don't know, if you were travelling away, games of cards or.
A few of them played cards, I seem to remember. But we're back. You see, we're back to the basically the wartime and towards the end of the war when we all came in from different directions.
Yeah.
For the games that.
So you wouldn't have actually travelled together.
Not a lot. No, not a lot. We did after the war. Me, we were into. I was mostly reserves. You see, after the war, and. We go off on, and most of our trips were by coach. We didn't often go by train. One or two of the lads played, but it wasn't much.
No.
I was never keen on cards. No. I used to quite enjoy travelling. You know, still do, and I'm quite happy sitting there relaxed in the old train, seeing
the scenery go by.
Which is what we did yesterday, coming along the coast from Brighton to Folkestone by coach.
You didn't drive down?
No, we went on an outing actually, old firm's retirement outing, four coaches of us.
I was one of the things I haven't read the transcript was the overseas games that you played.
Yes.
How did you travel to those?
My first my very first overseas trip was when I played for Margate. It was, I think, the first Sunday in January when I was about 17 or 18, and we played. We went from Folkestone to Boulogne, and I was so ill I couldn't play.
But you had the matches more or less straight away when you got over?
Yeah, just a day trip. I was too ill, I couldn't play.
They took an extra man, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they had to. Obviously they did, yeah. And it was just as rough coming back, but it was dark, and I was all right coming back.
I could see the horizon.
Yeah, something to do with that. But I was always a bad traveller on the sea, very bad. But now now the first trips with Charlton. Can't remember now. I think before I went on a trip with Charlton, I played for London FA a couple of times during the war, and it's all in there.
Yeah.
In Brussels, we went over to Brussels a couple of years, and I seem to remember playing there. Well, I do remember playing there.
Who was that? Was that playing against?
For London FA against the Belgian FA, I expect, or Diables Rouge. I can remember the name now.
What was that?
Diables Rouge. Somewhere near Brussels. And that would be ferry, going across on the ferry. But I seem to recall going with Charlton. I think it was with Charlton. We played on the continent, and it was a very rough day. And because we went down to the coast, I think it was Dover. We went down to the coast by train, and because I was a bad traveller, took Quells, the sleeping tablet, the seasickness tablets, and whenever I took them, I was never ill.
They weren't
ill. I swear by them. And going down in the train, I took these tablets. I took a tablet or a couple of them, and the lads, you know, laughed at me a bit, I suppose. Anyhow, I took them, and it was the day the King of the. It's funny how you remember these things. It was the day the King of the Belgians was on a state visit, and I think our trains more or less passed going up and down. I remember it, and because he came into Victoria, and it was rough, really was rough. And I was the only one that wasn't ill. Well, nearly the only one. Quite a lot of the lads that have been laughing at me, they weren't laughing afterwards. And but the one I do vividly remember was the first one that when we went to Benfica. I told you that.
Yeah, you just mentioned you played Benfica.
Yeah, I probably mentioned as well that was my very first flight. We went in.
No, you didn't mention that.
We went in an Avro York from London Airport, when London Airport was just a bit of a series of low buildings, you know, huts. Yeah, it was literally huts. I remember it very vividly. And we went in this Avro York, which was a more or less a soon after the war it was a civil version of the Lancaster bomber, the Avro York. And I think I was ill every hour. It was a 5-hour flight then to Portugal, to Lisbon, and I was ill every hour. But I played in that game.
Were there any of the lads who were very superstitious about flying?
Can't remember, to be quite honest. I can't remember. I've done a hell of a lot of flying since. I think I told you last time we've just been to Australia and New Zealand. I'm glad when I'm up and I'm glad when I'm down. You know, I like not nearly everybody. I expect really. They're all. Have you done any flying?
Yeah, a few times I've flown.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm relieved when we're up there and going along nice and smoothly, and I'm glad when we're down on the ground. You know, which I suppose applies to everyone.
In between bits though.
Yeah, but no, that Benfica was quite an occasion.
It's a long jump just for one game.
Yes.
It's expensive as well.
Yeah, we lost 1-0 against them. The other one was we did a tour of the south of down through France, which I went with the lads. I was only more or less in the reserves at the time. It wasn't long after the war, and we played at Lyon. I remember us playing at Lyon, and we played at Nimes. I definitely played in the Nimes game. And Nimes is very near the Mediterranean. It's right South France, Nimes.
And that would have been boat and coach across with it.
Yeah, and train. I remember going on the high speed, I don't know what it was then, but they're pretty fast. The French railways going from Paris down to Lyon. Those two vases, the two gold ones, the two matching. I got them in Paris on our way back from that trip.
Did you?
It's funny I should remember that all of a sudden, isn't it? I'm very pleased. That's 40 years ago.
Yeah, it didn't break on my back.
Over 40 years ago, that is.
Marvellous. Who was in the team with you at the London FA match? Were there any famous names?
Yeah, I think I can find that. Charlie Purves. Heard that name mentioned?
Yeah.
Charlie Purves came with me on one of those trips. Now, where do we look? I think it's in here.
That or were you?
Oh no, it was part of the.
to pay.
No, I didn't have to pay for that.
You didn't?
Part of the team, part of the club, obviously.
Of course, the team's wrong, isn't it? In that?
Yes, it changed, didn't it? My first wedding. I first got married. I lived at Margate then. Gillingham girl I married. He retires. They were twins, and he retires next in September.
Who's your best man?
He's my best man, a chap named Dennis Franks. He was a bit instrumental in me getting where I was, in as much as I was working for the same department as him as a draftsman in shorts when he was playing for Gravesend, and more or less through knowing him that I played for Gravesend, and that's how it all went on, you know.
Yeah.
That's my wife's sister who's dead now, and Dennis, he was a great sportsman. Well, yeah, cricket, football, you know. And he died on the golf course. Died on the golf course. Collapsed and died on the golf course. Now, when should I pick this one out? November. I didn't get it for nothing, did I? There you are.
So the rest of the team.
Hobbins.
Sid Hobbins went with you as well.
Right. Wade of Arsenal, Lewin of Fulham, Wallbanks, I think, of Millwall. Don't know. See, they were London. Ayres. No, that was the Fulham Ayres. There was the Fulham Ayres, and there was the Charlton Ayres.
That's right. Yeah.
Phipps, he was an amateur with Barnett. Simmons and Morgan. Yeah, all the keep cropping up. Now, we had a chap
You lost that 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that's so,
We had a chap at work who was a Belgian, and somewhere he translated this for me. He translated all that for me. Now it's funny how that got in there. Now that was, I'm not looking at the date. Nothing to tell us when the date is, is
7th
it?
of November, but it doesn't say what year.
Ah,
That's strange.
we usually put them up at the top. No,
47.
47.
47.
Ah, so that was a year after the, only a year after the cup final, wasn't it? Continental Daily Mail. Continental Daily Mail. Why did I say that? Manchester United rallied to gain the 6-2 victory. Oh, I don't know why I saved it. The reason, no doubt. Just seen that one, haven't we? That's the second copy of it. Here it is. Here's the translation. Here's the translation. Now then, there's Hobbins. So now the net, there we are, Sal Phipps. He was the only amateur, Phipps, isn't he? Lewin, Ron Lewin, he was a lad, he was. That's Ron Lewin. Anyhow, there's the
You scored in that match, did
Yeah, I got the goal, I think.
you? This goal seemed to have awakened the visitors, and still along came the right wing. It's interesting.
Isn't it? Right, we fought a hard game before Benson fell and shot a lucky goal, or the English football would have been ashamed of themselves. Yeah, alright, well that's your answer to that one really, up to a point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of them.
But obviously we went again a while after that, because Charlie Purves came with us one year. Oh, he's our Kentish Independent. These are all Kentish Independent ones, they're all English papers, yeah. The local write-ups weren't, there's never headlines, never headlines. I suppose it's only natural they'll be different. You see, it was that. But Finney Beach Charm. I used to go to Cliftonville Margate. Used to go down to Cliftonville. It was quite strange, that because I was part-time. I lived at Margate, which is Westbrook Margate, and it's the other side. I don't know whether you know Margate very well.
Not that long.
But, and the lads would be at Cliftonville training, and I'd be living there at the other end of the town. Yeah, you read that. There's all Riley Cullum and I always did well, Riley and I.
Last one scored both goals. One the best win on the field. Enthusiastic Hipkin, sometimes overcrowding Cullum and his keenness.
Who's that?
Hipkin. He's a name that's come up.
Is it?
In
Hipkin.
things I've been doing. Alexander.
It's quite strange. I got a fair number of goals, but very few can I remember.
Yeah.
Very few can I remember.
Because you got one in the semi-final, didn't you? Against
No,
didn't you?
that's fine. No, I got the centre across. I think John Ross must have been, I think, or Turner. You see, it's only a reserve team goal, but I got the only goal there. But I can't remember. That way can I remember? Obviously, I suppose these are the reasons I've saved these. These are the reasons I've saved them, because they've got a bit of a mention in them. So there's 48. That's all 2 years after. That's where Charlie Purse is. Anyhow, that's a set of local papers around about that period. I thought this was it. Yes, it is it. Where he underlined everything, you know. Well, there you are. I mean, this is loads of it, tons of it, all nothing there, obviously, but all bits where he cut them all out. You see, I've got to mention. So he got a lot of satisfaction out of it.
You've got that picture?
Yeah, that's right.
You added it, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right.
It's an interesting picture.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh, you've been reading that.
Very good. Word processor?
Have I said anything about you?
Word processor? Or
Yes, yeah,
Lovely.
you did, yeah.
One or two mistakes.
Oh yes, I know. It's 'cause it's done so
Very
quickly.
good.
I mean, it's
Very, very interesting. Yeah.
some interesting photographs.
Yeah,
Just trying to work out when that other one, just people looking the opposite direction. There, you can't really. Is the ball in the net or not?
It's a goal against first against Brentford in the score. It's Chris Duffy. That's a chap named what's his name? Where is it? Gorman. That's right. Gorman. Bald-headed, completely bald-headed. Left back he was. All played the game. But Crozier is the goalkeeper. Now, obviously that's me. My dad's put across next to that.
Where's Aston Villa fan? I was confused. And that's where I found the Cheltenham on my favourite team.
It's funny, isn't it? There's a contradiction, if you like.
Did you have photographs that you used to send out to
No.
supporters?
No, nothing. On them days, obviously. Now this is when I meet over at Argate, 31st of July, from Jimmy C. There's enclosing a fixture list. Pleased to know if you let me know how you're played. Now, imagine the manager writing that job.
Yeah, I make it on Saturday.
Yeah. There you are, it's still wartime, isn't it? Now then, here's Charles Jack Lambert. He got killed. Great Hume, David Jack Lambert, James and Best in the Bank of England attack. The death of Jack Lambert in a road accident, killed instantly on the Cambridge Arterial Road. Jack managed the Arsenal nursery at Margate and Enfield. Well, Jack. Then we're going back to Margate, you see. Margate Room.
When you joined Cheltenham, did you go more or less straight into the first team?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you play any reserve team?
Well, I didn't have a reserve team then. It was, I don't know when the first game was.
Just Cheltenham Rovers from Cheltenham Rovers went straight into
Yeah,
the first
oh
team.
yeah. In fact, I played a couple of games and I went back to Gravesend for a couple of games or something, I think. Gravesend had one or two important games. And
Did you guess for Gravesend or were you guessing with Charlton?
no, I was a recognised Gravesend player, you know, I played for Gravesend when Charlton several times. There's no question of transferring or anything in them days, not in the middle of the war, you just went and played for whoever.
Six more good
This was cut out of the picture post. Build up to the final, I expect. That's John Oakes. John Welsh. That must have been the moment before I played for him, that was, I reckon. Look at that. Now, we were talking about that. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, because the people we got quite friendly with the chap that used to know work well, but now we're in the old veterans or the long service association dues, and he's still is a cyclist. Real like football. You'd say football was my game. Cycling is his sport, and he's still at it as an official, even now, and he's 67, 68. And we were talking about, it's funny, we were having our fish and chips on the seafront. We finished up at Folkestone, and 200 of us sat down to a fish and chips tea. And we were sat there chatting, and he said, did you ever play in short sport? Did you ever in short sports at the paddock? I said, yeah, I got a photo of breasting the tape there. So he says, yeah. Well, he says, at those sports meetings in during the war at Shorts, I always won the cycle. I often won the cycle races. I said, well, somewhere here I've got the results of this meeting. You know what I mean? Yeah. From the local paper. I said, well, I'll find it. Look it up and find it. It's fun. So it's funny as you come across that.
Well, it's marvellous you kept all these things.
Yeah.
At the time, you kind of wanted you to kind of make
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you how it pays, doesn't it? And, I mean, I'm going to get a great satisfaction out of sorting all these out. I dearly hope, one day. It's obviously
it makes you wonder how much sorting you actually do when you get down to it. And
a lot, exactly. I mean, it'll take me years, won't it, to go through this lot.
That's right.
Some I'll come across that I've already got. It's all a question of getting into years, and I mean, I'm a rare one for having things neat and tidy. You wouldn't think so with this, but at the same time, yeah. So I've got that umpteen times, haven't I? Because you've even got it, haven't you?
Oh, the running photo?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you take it? Oh, you'd seen it.
Yeah.
It's the...
It's the last match of the season, isn't it?
well, no, it's the next season. This is 45, 46 season. Don't say the
That's the
date.
last match at the time.
It's 46. May 46, yeah. That's 46, 47.
Somewhere around that.
Yeah.
You were a pro then?
Oh yeah, I only signed pro 6 months before the cup final. Peter and I signed pro together.
Of course, Cam's still playing. Because he was playing. I'm not sure you're
George Tadman. Well, this
George
could be a leftover from their lads they had on their books all during the war, from before the war. You see.
Yeah.
I mean, George Tadman, I never ever saw him. His brother Morris I played with, and he used to play outside right when I was available very often. Morris did. And they're both local lads, both live in Raynham.
Do they?
Chapmans, yeah. Well, they did.
Because
but none of these. I remember
Armitage,
but
promotion things in the 30s.
yes, yeah. But I think that was a leftover from their wartime, his wartime players, you know, or rather his pre-war players that were still on the books. I mean, I don't know. I suppose I'm still on the books of Crystal Palace. I don't know. Might be. You know, in name, obviously, in the because I was never transferred from Crystal Palace. I was just given the.
Have the Palace ever been in contact with you in the same way that Charlton have been in
No,
contact with you?
no. Yeah, here's where we played for Brady. Dennis Frank's my best man here. Amazing how things come back to you. Now that chap Winslow, he towards the end of the war he contracted TB, and he was in the Navy, and I went to see him in the Naval Hospital.
That's a goal he scored as well. Grand solo repetition would give him ghastly no chance.
And this is when I played for short sports during the war against the Raj.
These are all your father?
These are what my dad cut, yeah. Sam, Jimmy C. Frank Wrist. Is that name cropped up?
Yeah,
He used to be a cricketer with Essex, and I'm an Essex fan. I was born in Essex.
Someone's happy about
Introducing the young players in the programme, that was obviously, I remember it. Showing the forward line coming in again on the outside of the right place. At Leicester, but was unable to appear at Wolves. Very outstanding for Charlton. And 1-3-2 at Leicester, don't remember that. The score. No.
that was Charlton's outstanding player. Every move he made was a danger to Leicester.
Not score.
There are plenty of players for sale if anyone wanted to pay £10,000.
Can't get away from work. I've never looked at these properly.
Harold Shrimpton. Can you just turn back 2 pages? No, one more. I think. Is that Harold Shrimpton?
Shrimpton 1,000 runs. Yeah, he's a cricketer as well, I suppose. Obviously.
Harold Shrimpton. Because he's...
Did I tell you anything in there that when we went to the opening of the Elton training ground last October, I was talking to Peter Croker, who was talking to another chap, and this other chap, when we were in conversation, he said, "You don't remember me, do you?" to me. So I said, "No, I can't place you." He said, "Fibbins." And he'd been goalkeeper for Kent schoolboys when I was playing for them.
Did he have a connection with Charlton as well?
Yeah, well, I think he must be. The mere fact that he was there, you know. He was goalkeeper. Kept 44, 45. I don't know whether I found it very quickly. No, it's not in here. I reckon something's happened to this file. Something's happened to that file. It's got mixed up with something else. Eh?
That's 48, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's 30.
No, something. This file has gone haywire. That's obvious. So somewhere in there is what should be in there. Because that's nothing to do. No, pity about that. This is some more up to date stuff. This is more up to date. See, we keep jumping from far to far, don't we? This is all the up to date stuff which I showed you. This is what I all showed you last time.
Yes, this is all right.
So there's no point in seeing this, is there? I was hoping I might find
Good
that.
chance, actually.
We never looked at all those old Charlton programs either, did we? No, I've got the note. Since I've seen you, I've been up to Old Trafford.
Have you?
And yeah, we went a reunion for our Australia-New Zealand
Oh,
trip. And I had another chat to Mickey Stewart.
Oh, did you?
I never got round to tell him anything about your setup. But I just had, he came down from the dressing room and had a 10-minute chat to me.
Oh, that's nice.
He said, you're having a rough time in the last few months, what with all the gutting business and all that. And
And the results as
he
well.
said, well, that's what managers are for. I said, well, I thought he got away with that, you know, fairly well, really, being a manager. Yeah. But I think you've seen all this, like, haven't you? This is what I must have got out for you, especially on your last visit. So we won't spend
Okay,
any
yeah, you got
time.
that. That's one of the files I've
Well,
got.
that's
You
better.
think you got out 2 files, actually.
Yeah, we won't spend any time on that. But I was thinking about that. One about the. Oh, this might be a bit of interest. Oh, this is Gravesend, Charlton 44, 45.
This is red stars.
Yeah.
Very efficient.
Amazing, isn't it? Goals. Now the goals I scored. And so this is the very 44-45. My very first game was October the 28th, and we won 9-4. And Charlie Rebel got quite about 5, didn't he? And then I never played for Charlton again. These C's are, they must be Charlton. Was for I didn't. The next 2 weeks I played for Gravesend, and then we were coming up to a final. See, we lost 4-0 at Bromley. Hard blows. I remember that. And then I played for Charlton against Queen's Park Rangers and we lost. And then I played Reading, West Ham. Oh, this is where it is. Reading, West Ham, Charlton, Leighton. That must have brought back memories to me, you know, because when I was a little boy, for about 7, 8, 9 and 10, before I went to live at Margate, I used to go and see Leighton, who were in the Athenian League then, an amateur side, at the Osborne Road ground.
Yeah.
And then I played on the ground.
And
lost at Charlton. Millwall PS4 won at Charlton. How about that? And then I was ill. Missed 2 weeks with the flu. When I was playing for Charlton.
The good 2 results 2 weeks before. It was 4-1 and 4-0.
Yeah. Then we lost 5-3 when the next game back. That's funny, isn't it? Charlton. Then in March I went back to Gravesend again. I can't remember this. And on the 31st I went back to Gravesend.
Strange season.
So Sutton must have had a good team then. We lost 5-0 against Sutton. Then we lost 4-0 up here against them, didn't we?
Yeah.
We beat Arsenal 5-0 at Charlton. So this right. Now you see that game there?
Mm-hmm.
That was the very first game my first wife came to see me play. Very first. And it might even be in here. Shrimpson. Shrimpers. Shrimpers, that was Gravesend's nickname. Yeah, the first game, I got a couple of good goals, and I got a cracking goal in extra time. And the one and only time in my whole football life, or any time, I got carried off the field shoulder high by the lads.
Wonderful.
Centre forward I was.
Yeah.
October
You
the
got
7th.
didn't you?
And the very first day my girlfriend.
What a day to choose.
Hey, how about that? Vividly remember that. Now I wonder if we've got it in here. You're better than me at spotting things, aren't you? I'm bringing amateur forward. Now that's before, that was only a few weeks before, you see, that was only the actual thing, that only happened a month before.
Maybe we've gone past that.
Let's see. We're beginning to get all sides amateur forward.
Customs.
I think it must be there somewhere. Otherwise it wouldn't be there. There we go. Charlton visit West Ham and Gallagher, playing inside right to front, the Gravesend amateur. And we're back to Charlton.
Who was a Crisp? Remember Crisp?
Didn't he used to go from Millwall? No,
Charlton now. Maybe as a guest.
no, I ring a bell on here at all. Well, you see now this game probably played for Gravesend against Longford Gullies in the South Eastern Cup semi-final. So it should be, shouldn't it?
Did you play the final as well?
Yeah, this is the final. South Eastern Cup semis, final. We lost 1-0 against at Bromley. Here it is.
There's the result.
There it is. That's it. lost this after extra time. He scored first through Hughes, but final fullback. When we went through the second half, Flynn direct his own goal was shot and match appeared safe for the Fire Forces, but fell raising outside rating whom Aston Villa have shown more than a passing interest. Scored 2 quick goals to make the score 3-3. During extra time, Fells fastened onto a stray back pass and placed the ball past Hewlett, so I got 3. There's no mention, you know, now that's it. And that was the very first...
you remember scoring any of those goals?
I distinctly remember the last one. Yeah, I remember the last one. Don't remember the other 2. Yeah, I remember one of them. Funny how it comes back, isn't it? Yeah, I remember one of them. So I remember 2 out of the 3.
Yeah.
Oh, bloke.
They've only got things like this to jog your memory, they do tend to...
Oh, a lot of it come back, yeah. See that chap?
The Dewey brothers, you mentioned that before.
Yeah. Well, I met him 10 days ago in the Sabre Centre, our big shopping centre.
Did you?
Yeah. Had a little chat to him, yeah. Team, and they had a team that played in the Kent League, which they turned their professional team. And I must confess there was a little bit of a battle as to which one I played for.
Would that have been when Johnny Morris was guesting for Charlton? Because he did guest for an award, didn't he? At Morris.
I don't remember that name at all. This chap, Crisp. Johnny Morris? I don't know. Which Morris? Well, that doesn't ring a bell either with me.
Johnny Morris, wasn't he with, was with Derby, was he? Was his game for his team? Oh, you're wrong with that.
Oh, yeah, Manchester United.
Morris, yeah, Johnny Morris.
See all the players I used to pick up from all over the shop.
Two-track. That's the Luton match, your first match.
Yeah, first
6
go
for
around. Yeah. Much interest was centred around the debut of Alpha and the popular one, so in the opening stage the game field was given some good passing, immediately impressed with clever control and a fine show of speed. That's all I had really was speed.
Oh, they had no attack on Luton Citadel.
There we are, very same. In another bombardment of the Luton goal, Chris hit the side net and then fell race through to send across a picture centre for Revel to score his 3rd goal to put Charlton well on the top of the infield. This chap Chris was playing then. Don't ring a bell with me at all. It's strange, isn't it?
Like Chris,
From their glorious centre which hobbies could hardly fail to hit home.
After Revel scored a rather simple effort, Luton goalkeeper caused some excitement and he ran up the field to appeal to his captain to do something.
Apparently he was in close attention upon home centre forward.
The goalkeeper's appeal was in vain. And Salmon as well. Salmon.
No, it's funny that, isn't it? Very funny.
I don't think they played much peacetime. I think they're mostly just wartime.
Oh, they are, yeah. Oh, they must be, because they couldn't have played much more after that. Chris, ring a bell.
Well, the only times I've seen them mentioned have actually been in wartime programmes.
Yeah, Charlton was the son. Keith was in that first game. Joblin, Joe Joblin. Salmon from Burnley, yeah. Fenton. There's Benny Fenton from Millwall. Othello, Brown Rebel, Christmas, obviously. Christmas has been a Charlton player, but it doesn't ring a bell with me at all. Funny that. Now there's a funny coincidence. That's amazing. That chap played at Charlton, at Gravesend.
Really?
Yeah. With us for a little while. And all of a sudden he was a very good player. Playing his alright with me. And he went to Luton. And I never realised that he was playing for Luton in my first game. I never realised that. Goodness me.
Felsen's amateur France.
I never knew Albert Brown played in my first game. November 45. You see, this is the time when 25th of November. It's when I played in the funny that I can't visualise I can visualise what was happening here. Obviously we were in the final of the and Gravesend wanted me to play. That must, I suppose.
So why you didn't play?
I mean, we had some. Why? Yeah, why I
You
didn't
made
play
a
the
successful
following
debut
week.
on that Saturday.
Yeah, I didn't play the next day. Then I played for them again, and then we had a very interesting.
Cheers.
Very
Very
interesting.
It's good having that chat of all the games you played as well.
Yes, yes.
Put things in perspective.
Well, I did that for a lot of the seasons. I don't know where they are. They're all dotted about, I expect. But this, you see, I only played 40 games in that game. I was 22 for Charlton, 14 for Gravesend, 2 for the South Eastern combination. They were representative games. 1 for Erith and Belvedere, and 1 for Short Sports. I played for Short Sports. Oh, I played against Gillingham. Scored 18 goals.
Bad.
119, lost 17, drew 4. Now about that. We scored 96, we had that.
Coincidence.
Eh?
Amazing.
There's all the programmes and all the letters. Oh, Bob. Goes, Bob Shea. God, he was a great fellow, he was. When I first left school at 14, he was working for the firm I was doing the office work for. He was a plumber, and he was a friend of ours ever since. I got great satisfaction out of getting him a ticket. He had an ambition to go to an England v Scotland match at Hampden Park. And somewhere, at some stage during my career, I managed to get him a ticket. And he went up to it. Amazing, isn't it? This is a red hot Charlton supporter who I eventually went to see. Can you please leave me out a couple of sandwiches? What on earth is that to?
You might say one of those letters why you were playing for bring your own towel.
Carter, Mr. Fell.
from?
That's when I was living at Gravesend during the war with my mum. To Jack Pert. I haven't said anything I regret later. Many thanks for your letter of the 18th offering me a chance to play the class football. Actually, I've considered the matter quite a lot recently, having had several offers of a game from various clubs, where I enjoy my football with the Gravesend club. I suppose quite naturally I don't feel inclined to leave them. I have, therefore, decided to stick with them for the rest of this season. And as I will no doubt be leaving this town before next summer, then I shall be on the lookout for a new good club to go to. As regards turning professional, at the moment I have no intentions of doing so, as my wish to obtain a steady job irrespective of my football ability before even considering being a part-time pro. Still, thank you once again for writing to me, and should you be really stuck for a right wing at any time and Gravesend have not got an important match on, I'm cocky, you know. I will certainly come up for a game with you, as I have no ties with any other club whatsoever. Now that's up 23rd of October 44. Now how does that tie up?
Yeah, it's 5 days before you played your first game for Chelsea.
Yeah, amazing. Isn't that incredible, eh?
Have to go on that for you then,
Maybe we'll be meeting you at some future date. In the meantime, I trust this letter gives you the light of my intentions for the rest of this season at any rate. I wonder what he thought after he read that I played the child net Saturday, eh? Incidentally, Johnny Conley, who helped me quite a lot last season, is a pal of mine. Johnny Conley, who helped you quite a lot last season, is a pal of mine, and we played a lot together in Kent, schoolboy football. Best of luck to your club for the rest of this season. How about that then?
That's the
And that's in reply to that letter.
that sounds right.
Worthy of a bad client.
Chance of better class football.
Check here.
There's a note.
Leonard Sell. How about that? Leslie Fell. He's got Leonard Sell.
Probably when we received this letter from this Leslie Bell, we didn't know who it was. Things would have been very different if we'd taken up his offer. Should go and play for some stats.
15th to 11th. Oh, that was for the next Saturday, the following Saturday, so it's the 18th, so I did play for them that day. Just when I said I couldn't play. There's Kempster. Les Kempster reminded me yesterday in the course of conversation you have severed your connection 11th of December 44. 11th of December 44, it's around about here, isn't it? This Kempster reminded me in the course of that you have now severed your connection with Gravesend United, and which indicated to me that I had already heard in town that you had signed for something. I do not know, of course, whether this is actually the case. You will very probably be receiving a letter from the Millwall Club with an offer of engagement, in regard to which you will naturally not. Oh, this is where, it rings a bell now. Nick Isbister was tied up with Millwall. I will mention, however, that Mr. Thorne, the chairman, is very well known to me, and you would lose nothing by seeking the appointment with a view to discussing both the football and civilian appointment. Blimey. If you'd like me to facilitate this appointment, I will gladly do so from here from you. I hear that matters generally with Gravesend are still not so good, and approaches are being made for me to rejoin them, but I'm afraid that my other soccer interests now have more appeal. Oh, he's left there then. See, this is where you get this business of Gravesend, where one crowd were for the amateur side, one crowd for the... Now Isbister was the professional side. Do hope that you and your mother are quite fit, otherwise likewise your fiancé, and look forward to hearing from you or seeing you in the near future. Meanwhile, the very best of luck wherever you may be playing or whatever you are doing. Big Isbister. Millwall. Jack Cock. Dear Leslie, have heard from Mr. Isbister and hear that you have severed your connection with Gravesend, so I thought I would drop you a line to know how you are situated at Charlton. From a conversation with a friend of yours, I hear that you are not happy at Charlton. Oh, blimey.
I thought I could make you happy and comfortable. Were you happy at Charlton when you joined?
Well, I've only been there a couple of weeks. They're obviously clutching at straws, aren't they? Photograph a picture post. Must have hurt my hand. Ninth. Your letter had just arrived. See where we had to write to one another. It's amazing, isn't it? I think that's when I had the flu, wasn't it? Yeah, 9th. 6th. Sick with influenza. Well, could go on and on, couldn't I? Couldn't it?
That's good stuff. It's very interesting.
Sure. Seaplane works against the seaplane staff against seaplane works. Dennis Franks again. George Payman. Bill Roney. Well, very interesting. There. Well, I don't know how.
First season with Charlton.
Yeah, that's a bit about my first season with Charlton, isn't it? It was played against Manchester United. Didn't play in that game, I thought. I can't ever remember playing against Manchester United. So I don't want to say it that way. All these names come back, don't they? Well, this is why I saved this, obviously. Reserves. Where we beat Arsenal reserves at Arsenal.
Is that the programme for that?
Dennis Compton outside. There.
Is that where he scored the goal and he made
The one I particularly remember.
Yeah, the comment. Yeah.
Most probably it was that day. Bill Whittaker, Charlie Purves, Sid O'Lynn, Eric Marslott, Jack Shreve, Don Freeman. He's a Bexley Heath boy.
Hasn't been mentioned, Don Freeman.
I don't think he ever made the first team actually.
Vitti as well. I haven't heard of Vitti.
Jack Vitti, that back.
Burleson.
So how do things standing then with the adult education thing? Is that
what's
an ongoing?
That's yes, that.
Yeah, I've sit on it. Charlie Bird. Yeah. A terrible photo of me there. That looks like Sid Hobbs, doesn't it?
What?
No, it's Hobbins.
Hobbins. Looks like Harold Hobbs rather than.
See, that was almost the same team as we had the year. Did we decide what year that was? 47 we said, didn't we?
That's right, the paper was the 2nd of
This is 47.
Was it
47, so probably...
Maybe it was the same tour.
Probably Charlie Purves came and didn't play.
Yeah, he didn't play here, you see. And it's the same team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same match.
Yeah.
Reserve.
Ah, yeah. That answers a little query there, didn't it? So this is basically the same as what you've already seen.
That looks like Hobbs, doesn't it? That Hobbins.
That's right, yeah. It looks like Harold Hobbs, doesn't it? It will be Harold Hobbs.
Maybe they got mixed up.
Yeah. That's a good one.
G-Fell.
Oh, I've had some names, haven't I? I've had some initials in my time. Quite a good photo. Now, let's have a look at those, Andy. Just thinking what a similarity it was to... Oh, where is it? Didn't you take the one with where I tagged when I was...
Oh, no, just borrowed those 6.
Yeah, right.
Maybe it's another one which I think so. It was only at the end that I pulled out a few, didn't I?
I'd like to get it to show a similarity. It matches, even if it's in the map system.
Because after I'd left here, I remember there were a couple of others, because there was none of that nice one showing the crowd.
Yeah. It's the one where I'm tackling, Walker of West Ham is tackling me in front of the stand, actually. So I'll be lucky if I find it now. You saw those, didn't you? Here it is. I wonder how this... No, there's not much of a... Well, I don't know. There is a bit of a similarity about that, isn't there?
There is. So you've got your ball under control there.
Yeah, with your right foot, yeah. Yeah, very interesting. I'll keep those together. That's where I signed for. That's where I signed for Crystal Palace. And that's with me 2 medals in there. 2 medals. You saw the medal, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, you showed the medal. Is that the 47th?
That's the
same photograph.
Same photograph as you.
2 of those.
Already got. Yeah. There's a load here, but they're all bad.
bad, not very good ones. I don't like that one.
No.
That's one of my more favourite ones.
Mm.
I don't know whether I told you about that story.
No, I don't think so.
He worked for me
Mm-hmm.
at Elliott's recently, you
Yeah.
know, just before this has only happened a year or so before I retired. And he'll go to a football match of any sort, right? He'll go to the local stuff, or he'll go to a big one, or
Yeah.
he'll just
He's a football
takes his
fan.
fancy. He's a football fan, he's a young chap. And he went to a Liverpool game of some sort. And to cut a long story short, he won the trip of a lifetime. He went to Tokyo when Liverpool played an Argentine side in Tokyo about a year ago.
So after they won the European
a couple
Cup.
of years ago, yeah. And well, couldn't believe it. He won a competition or something. He won a program, or he got a program, and he won.
Two questions gleaned from the sport.
Yeah. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe
Wonderful.
it. And I had him here.
Mm.
Yeah, he came, and now that I reckon is a good photo of me.
Yeah. It is.
Very pleased with that photo. August '49. Yeah, there's a little, and then got buttons on our shirts. That's a bit of bandage, that is. There's a little bit of bandage through the buttonholes. Incredible, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's when you compare that one with that one, there's no comparison.
No,
is
it's
there?
not.
By and large, I take a terrible photo, really, for close up. And that's a similar sort of thing. Now, the same bloke did that, who came
Jordan,
down. Yeah, Sid Jordan. You can tell, I mean, he's got a character all of his own, hasn't he? 62, that was. Les Spur was a former First Division footballer. He is the club trainer. Look at that. If anything, I reckon that's a better one than that one down there. Because you can't pick me out on that, really, can you?
Yeah.
I mean, Sam sticks out the mile. Bert Turner's very good. Don Welsh. Well, they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm not very keen on mine. They're all pretty good there, but I don't seem that. Probably that's natural. Anyhow, training. We're training.
I didn't see that one.
You see that one?
The grass ground.
They don't take corners like that now, do they? That's God, look at the number of players they had there. That's Crystal Palace,
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
Look at the number of players they had there. 30 players there.
Don't get that today. In these days, I'm really lucky to even get up to 22 professionals.
Yeah.
Some of the clubs in the top division. Oops.
Behind, that was a few years after that was. 82. Oh, blimey, that was only 6 years ago. Just 6 years ago that was. Well, that was a business to someone. Ah, well. Yeah, we've ploughed through that,
Yeah.
basically, haven't we?